Hello and welcome to video 2 in our Facebook Essential Oils Ditch and Switch class. So video 2 we're going to talk about, do oils work, how they're made, and are they safe? And I've used oils for 10 years, since 2007 is when I started learning about them. 2008 is when I jumped in and got my own kit and started building my collection. So I've used them for 10 years. Now, it used to be lavender would smell nice, but never had any significant effect on my body. And I used to buy my lavender for $4 a bottle online at farmers markets or at health food stores. In the United States, there is not a rating system for essential oils. The closest we get is an FDA requirement that in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic grade, the contents of the bottle must only contain 5% of oil. Okay? Keep that in mind. All oils in the world, they fall into one of 4 categories. They're either grade A, grade B, grade C, or grade D. Grade A is the therapeutic, made from organically grown plants and distilled at low temperatures. Grade B oils are food grade, but they may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C are perfume oils that often contain adulterating chemicals. They usually use solvents, for example hexane, to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest. Solvents can be cancerous, and they're in many of the store-bought oils. They may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. Grade D is also called floral water, which is aromatic only and is usually a byproduct of grade A distillation. After all the oil is pulled out, the leftover trash water is sold to companies which fill 5% of a bottle with this leftover trash water and fill the rest with carriers and label it pure. Now, grade A is the only true pure oil. Grade D would be like walking to your fridge, taking a glass of orange juice and diluting it 95% before you drank it. It wouldn't have the full benefits of orange juice, and that's why you want grade A oils. Before you purchase, check to see if the company grows their own plants, owns their own fields, and controls the entire process from seed to seal, from the farm to the sealed bottle. Pesticides, pollution, previously farmed land, all of it can affect the quality of an oil, and Young Living's oils are grade A. Why would you go to the extra step of using an oil to get away from a chemical, then use an oil laden with chemicals? It makes no sense. So one of the things that stands out to me is Young Living's seed to seal process. It makes a promise of integrity. Gary Young has said that he never makes an oil for a profit, he makes it for a purpose. Seed to seal means each plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides used, no chemicals, and no weed killers. The plants are harvested at their peak. Then they're put through a vigorous testing process. Then they go from the farm directly to your home. Seed to seal is not a slogan, it's a promise. You can learn more by checking out Young Living's story and fall in love with the company as I have at seedtoseal.com. So why is it that oil companies sell oils more cheaply? Well, of course, it's to save money. And if you spray a crop with pesticides, you have made a crop more crop to distill. If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oil, you pull more out. If you dilute it with a cheaper oil or a carrier oil, you stretch the oil that you have distilled. Most essential oils are sold more cheaply because companies cut corners. It takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny amount of oil. 60,000 rose blooms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. No wonder that's a fairly costly oil because it takes so much to make it. Lavender is much more abundant, however. 220 pounds of lavender provides about 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open, thus making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. Now, a sandalwood tree, I call it the 30 by 30 plan for sandalwood. It must be 30 feet tall and 30 years old in order for them to cut it down and harvest it. But a little bit goes a long way. Most oils are only $10 to $30 a bottle, and a 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 drops. 15 milliliter bottle contains about 250 drops. Each application is 1 to 3 drops, meaning even a small bottle will get you 45 to 90 applications. The Thieves Cleaner is made of plants only and costs about $1.50 to make. You can't even get that in the organic section at the grocery store. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, a glass cleaner, and a floor cleaner. The organic versions of those can run you $4 to $6 a bottle. I will be posting a link below to a document that talks about comparing the Thieves Household Cleaner and its retail cost to some of these organic green, like Clorox Green works in some of these. So be looking for that link below. So are they safe? There are certain oils that are photosensitive, meaning you don't want to wear them and go outside. These are mostly citrus oils like grapefruit, lemon, and etc. When using them on your skin, always watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil. Dilute oils on children all the time because their skin is more permeable and absorbs the oils more quickly. Same with elderly. What is a carrier oil? It's a fatty oil like an olive oil or coconut oil, and its molecules are much larger than those of essential oils. Using a carrier oil with an essential oil slows down the rate the body can absorb that oil because it has to ping pong through the large molecules of the carrier oil to get it into your skin. But be wary of putting them near your eyes or anywhere where you have mucous membranes. Some oils like peppermint can cause like a hot burning sensation. If you're placing oils near your eyes, always apply with a Q-tip. You don't want the bottle towards your face, but always apply with a Q-tip. So you can actually also become desensitized to an oil. So it's a good idea if you want to use instead of using the same oils day in and day out, it's a good idea to rotate them. So like every 3 to 4 days. Now, what about internal use of oils? This is such a controversial topic. The NAHA, one of the top aromatherapy schools in the United States, does not advocate essential oils for internal use. Why? Because most companies don't carry any GRAS or GRAS, generally regarded as safe essential oils, which have been cleared by the FDA. NAHA also bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, which advocate topical use only. Many of the British studies are flawed because, for example, done at extremely high doses or in ways that oils aren't used, like pouring a whole bottle inside your body. Young Living utilizes all three methods, the British, the French, and the German. The French have been safely ingesting some essential oils internally for decades. Young Living has created a Vitality line with distinctive labeling so that you can easily recognize which oils are safe to use internally and recommendations on how to use them. Thank you for video 2, and stay tuned for video 3, where we're actually going to go through the oils. Thanks.